Hi, I'm Derek Broman. I'm the Game Program Manager at ODFW. We at ODFW want hunters to know about some big changes that may be coming to 2026 mule deer hunts as they're applying for their 2025 controlled hunts. Many of you know that we recently updated our mule deer management plan in the state of Oregon. Unfortunately for that iconic species, they are struggling in Oregon and across the western United States. Research that we've conducted here in Oregon after deploying over 1,500 callers saw that our wildlife management units really do not capture mule deer behavior and movement. It's not that big a surprise to think that mule deer aren't in alignment with our geopolitical boundaries. What we've observed in recent years is that oftentimes we will go count deer in one unit, but then that deer might get harvested in a different unit in that summer-fall season. That misalignment means that we're unable to really track what's going on with our populations. Also, as we're gearing up to help those populations, that misalignment means that we're unable to better track the effectiveness of our management actions. So, we are already aligning our population monitoring to deer herd ranges. Now, these herd ranges are essentially the full area which mule deer occupy every year. So that includes their winter range, their summer range, and their migration corridors between the two. We are also already collecting population data at that scale, such as abundance and our buck and fawn ratios. The next step is that we have to align our harvest and our harvest data at that scale. And that's why I'm talking to you today, is that we are trying to make people aware of these changes that might be coming in 2026, where we are aligning our mule deer hunts to these deer herd ranges and moving away from our wildlife management units. So what does that mean for hunters? Well, we'll still have mule deer hunts across eastern Oregon, and in some places, those hunts might look very similar to what we have right now. But in general, these new hunt areas are going to be different in size, shape, and the name relative to what we have right now. These hunt areas will also generally be larger, which creates more opportunity for flexibility to adapt to hunting pressure, crowding, but also if there might be closures before or during your season. But like all new hunts, it'll take a couple years for us to have a good sense of just how many preference points it takes to draw that hunt. And so that's why we're talking to hunters now. We want to get word out about these potential changes, knowing that hunters oftentimes prefer to hunt in the same area for years and years and years, and are also very careful about how they use their preference points. And so we highly encourage our hunters to go to ODFW's website and look at our new Eastern Oregon mule deer hunt areas at myodfw.com. The proposed tags for these new mule deer hunts for 2026 will not be available until July, and those will come out as part of our regular big game regulation public process, where we share all of that information publicly so hunters can review those tags and provide comment. We will point out that there may be some areas where we temporarily reduce tag totals to try and take a conservative approach to accounting for hunting pressure and crowding while everybody's still figuring out the system. The ODFW Commission would then look at adopting those proposals in the September 12th Commission meeting in Ontario. So why are we taking this action now, and why aren't we maybe taking more time and more years to implement these changes? The Mule Deer Plan was adopted this last year, and it really is the last piece of the puzzle to being able to fully use our brand new integrated population model for mule deer. And it's also to ensure that the management actions are oriented on a herd by herd basis. So the sooner that we can get this done, the sooner we have more accurate data and a clearer picture of this iconic species in Oregon. So again, please go to ODFW's website, go to myodfw.com and look at our Eastern Oregon mule deer hunts. Thank you.